Make the circle, make a circle.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back.
Honey.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Bleach probably has one of the best comebacks for a show ever. I mean, shoot, they only took like 10 years to write the script, like dang. I mean, they're lucky the animation was complete gas. But for real though, let's go ahead and talk about this masterpiece. Well, we're gonna skip right to when Ichigo was fighting this dude named Eburn. The whole time he was trying to get Ichigo to use his Bankai because apparently they can steal Bankai. And he fell for the bait and used his Bankai, but it turns out Ichigo is the only person who can't get his Bankai stolen. I don't really know all the details, but we're gonna get into that later. When anyways, Ichigo packs this man up, and then he heads his way to Waco Mundo, because that's where the Quincy's are. When anyways, we're not really gonna get into all that. Let's just say he fought with some and then he got trapped. And he couldn't get out for a while. And while this man... Is that Aizen? Well, back to what I was saying. While this man was trapped, the Quincy's invaded this soul society. And I'm not gonna cap, bruh. They was getting cooked. This dude right here got that Toji treatment. And it only gets worse. Got the Reverse Foot Clan just dogging these kids. They were catching bodies after bodies after bodies after bodies, bruh. They were being stabbed, they were being shot with arrows, and they even got their head cut off. It is not looking good for the Soul Society, bruh. But it's not over yet. They got one last ray of hope. Their captain, Yamamoto. He's about to go one-on-one with the Quincy's leader. It's about to get negative. They start scrapping. Yamamoto's blade is the heat of the sun. The Quincy's leader got some moves too. They are just exchanging blows back and forth. I don't know who's gonna win right now. Now Yamamoto pulls out his Bankai and it's about to get wicked. Look at the power of this man's sword. Yamamoto's looking like Fire Fist Ace out here. Yamamoto resurrects his dead subordinates. And now he's going in for the finishing blow and he saves the Soul Society, cutting this man in half like some Swiss cheese. And that is an easy dub for the Soul Society. Soul Society 2, Quincy's 0. Alright y'all, well I guess it's time to wrap it up. You gotta be kidding me. That other dude was a fake and this is the real leader of the Quincy's.
What's that smell? But what the fuck? Why do niggas don't kill my nigga, what?
Well, anyways, now we got Ichigo breaking out of that prison he was in. He's just witnessing all these people dead, bro. He's about to go in a crazy rage moment right now. He about to go crazy. My man always got the coldest entrances. He's about to cook. Well, they start scrapping like crazy, bro, and I can barely see because they're going so fast. I had to unlock my Sharingan just to look at the subtitles and the fight at the same time just to catch a glimpse. And it turns out Ichigo is part Quincy. But let's see, he's part Soul Reaper, he's part Quincy, he's part human, he's part hollow. What the heck is he gonna be next, bruh? Black? Yeah, it turns out his mom was a Quincy. Well, anyways, Ichigo starts getting cooked and then the Quincy's dip because they ran out of time. And that's the end of part 1. And Ichigo had another crazy training arc. I don't really want to get into all that, but let's just say there were a couple people that guarded the castle and they kept the king safe pretty much. So they were the ones that were training them so that they could beat the Quincy's. Ichigo's training with this random bald dude, and apparently he's trying to get so strong that he can beat the Quincy leader and surpass the power of a Soul Reaper. And what's about to happen next will blow your mind. So the leader of the Quincy's was giving a speech and he was about to announce who the successor would be. And oh my gosh, his successor was Uryu. My man done betrayed us. My mama was right. Don't never trust no white boy with glasses. Well, all the other Quincy's weren't very happy about this. To them, it was just some random white boy. Well, anyways, Ichigo about to start his training. My man's about to unlock an insane power up, bruh. Manga readers already know what I'm talking about. Well, anyways, the Quincy start their invasion again. And they're not just taking over the Soul Society. They said they're gonna take over the entire world in 9 days. Well, anyways, the Quincy's talking about they're gonna kill them with their own Bankai. And that's low-key disrespectful if you ask me. Anyways, we finally got my favorite captain in the whole show popping up. And they fighting this one dude with a whack haircut. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, who's your barber, dog? And we got Rengiku sliding in. Not even gonna cap. I'm gonna try not to simp for her this entire episode. I'm gonna try my best. Well, they start scrapping, and I ain't even gonna lie. Even without his Bankai, he's still cold. Literally. And we also got this captain about to fight. And to be honest, I don't know her name. But it's irrelevant, you know? We don't care about that. We care about the fight. What if Quincy eventually kills her? It's kind of sad, not gonna lie. But what's even more sad They killed my boy Toshiro. Bro, this isn't even fair, bro. The Soul Reapers are getting cooked. And this is the only captain with his Bankai left. So the Soul Reapers are pretty much done for. They don't got no hope left. And their strongest Soul Reaper died. So I say we just go ahead and call it a day. And hope someone just magically comes along and saves them. Well, Loki made me mad. Why don't Squad Zero come down and save them, bro? Like, they just in the clouds watching. Like, they don't even care what's gonna happen. They really just said, F it. I don't got nothing to do with this. Well, anyways, this is episode 3 now. And they got all the Soul Reapers hiding. Well, it turns out that Toshiro isn't quite dead yet, but this dude's about to kill him with his own Bankai. Bro, they slumped Rangiku, bruh.
What's that smell? But what the fuck? Why them niggas don't kill my nigga, what?
Well, it's almost game over for Toshiro. And it turns out that Kisuke found a way to get their Bankai back. I don't know how to explain it, but that don't matter. All that matters is they're about to get cooking. Toshiro gets his Bankai back and he's about to get back in blood. And this girl right here pulls out the biggest gun I've ever seen and one-shots this night. I ain't even going cat. It's looking good for the Soul Society now. Toshiro's just standing still, not taking any damage from this dude. This kid is a menace. When it was Toshiro slumps him. And then we got another captain cooking all these other soldiers. They really turned the tables. Not to mention, this girl right here is also getting clapped. And now they get this random power up because, like, just why not? Because we just can't seem to win. Oh my gosh! As you can see, they start getting destroyed again. They done turn the table right back around. Let's have a little moment of silence before the Soul Reapers start getting clapped again. Wait, it might not be over because the dog is back. And he starts cooking. He quite literally has that dog in him. The Quincy throws an all-out attack, and it turns out this dude isn't a dog anymore. He's a human. He tore his heart out and sold his soul for revenge. This dude is crazy. Then this man pulls out a huge transformer, and it turns out that he's immortal while he's in this human body. So she starts running away. Don't got nothing to say now, but then he starts cooking her. He throws a finisher blow, and she is dead. And then he goes into a flashback, and I'm gonna say it right now. We don't care. And then this man turns into an actual wolf. And I'm pretty sure he died, but I'm not sure. But we are continuing on where we start off last. And the Soul Reapers are fighting the Quincy's. And the Soul Reapers are cooking. Like, I'm talking Soul Reapers are stacking bodies everywhere. And you just know they tough when they start explaining their powers. They just be explaining all their strengths and weaknesses without a care in the world. Like, what's wrong with you, little bro? You trying to get packed up or what? And by the looks of it, this fight was over. But apparently, the little kid, he was the one you had to kill first. And the Quincy came back in blood, started cooking the Soul Reaper. Bro sent him to the gulag by belly flopping on him. But then the little baby got sent to the gulag too. He got cut in half. My question is, where were all these Soul Reaper captains when Ichigo infiltrated the Soul Society? I ain't see him nowhere. But bro's Bankai is pretty much spawning a bunch of Demogorgons from Stranger Things. His Bankai is low-key beautiful. But his Bankai is like music, and if you hear the music, he can pretty much do whatever he wants to you. He started setting this man on fire. So you know what he does? He sticks his fingers through his eardrums and rupture them so he can't hear the music. Therefore, his Bankai has no effect on him. That's some crazy IQ, but I don't have enough guts to do that. Put a star-shaped hole right through his body. This is tragic, bro. Like, can the Soul Reaper stop getting cooked for one episode? But then Renji pops up acting like he gonna do something. Like, no, you're not. You got packed up every single time you joined a fight in this TV show. Renji was like, I could low-key handle this dude by myself. And then Rukia was like, yo, he can't handle you at this level, so I'ma just dip. And she dipped. Then Renji just cut up this kid. He did not care at all. It was low-key cold. And then he cut this man with a good cut, but I'm not getting my hopes up because Soul Reapers always get cooked. Bro started getting all pressed, so he started turning into his final form. I'm not gonna lie, your final form is trash. Even Renji was roasting that thing. But never mind, he had one more move in the bag, and this form is low-key tough. He made a huge spirit bomb and threw it at Renji, and I thought it was a wrap. But Renji summoned his Bankai, and he's about to cook this Quincy like the Dolphins cooked the Broncos 70-0. That was a crazy game, by the way. I'm a Dolphins fan, and I went to school the next day, and I was swimming. But anyways, Renji's Bankai is cold. He might actually win a fight for once. All it takes is one move, and Renji packs his man up like he's a random side character. Like he didn't just beat 2 captains. I still can't get over the fact that this is his first W since he beat Ichigo. And that was before Ichigo even had any training of being a Soul Reaper. But we cut the scenes back to the Quincy leader, and apparently every time a Quincy dies, their powers go right back to him. And we finally got Ichigo getting some screen time in this season. Bro's the main character and got like 10 minutes of screen time during this whole fight. Like, Renji got more screen time than Ichigo. That's just sad. They told him the fight started 3 hours ago, so he jumped right down. He didn't consider fall damage. I guess it doesn't exist in the anime world. He started hyping himself up. He called Kisuke, and he was like, yo, whatever's happening down there, I'ma save y'all. It's about to get wicked, little. But we got these two dudes getting sent to execution just because they lost the fight. These Quincy's really not playing no games. Sent both of them to the gulag. But now we got Rukia finally getting in on some of the action. She about to fight this weird emo nigga that just showed up. This guy's power is fear, and I'd most definitely be scared if I saw some ugly like that. Well, they start scrapping, and I had no idea Rukia had the moves like that. But for this dude's attack to work, all he has to do is touch you once. And he touched Rukia, but it didn't seem to work, because Rukia just a dog for real. But why bro bent at a 90-degree angle? Bro getting packed up by Rukia like there's no tomorrow. Now bro has a flashback, and we all know when someone has a flashback, they about to get strong. And this power up is wicked. Just look at this. He is a definition of fear. He got Rukia trapped in a room, and it's almost a wrap for Rukia, but the GOAT himself comes to save her. Alright, let me stop glazing, but he looked kinda hard though. Bro puts no effort in while countering all his attacks. Oh my gosh, bro, I'm actually done, bro. Who decided to make this character? Rukia uses her Bankai, and I'm not gonna lie, she is OP. Just look at this drip. Tell me that ain't hard, bro. Flip the scenes again, and we on this one random monster. I don't even know what this thing is. He was low-key cooking at first, but then he just got packed up in the end. But then we got this random kid that looks like he would be a school shooter. Bro was talking about, I'm the strongest out of all the Quincy's. But I think he might be able to back it up, because this kid has the power of imagination. So you're telling me, if he really wanted to, he could just imagine Rangiku. He could do whatever he wants. Besides the point, this man really cold for real. One girl told him to get away from the lieutenants, and you know what he said, bruh? He was like, don't worry, they already dead, and walked off like nothing happened. So they started attacking him, and look what he does to her arm.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
So basically what happened there was, bear with me, he imagined her arm turned into cookies, and her bones turned into cookies, so he was able to twist it that easily. What is going on? Bro's gotta be the most overpowered character if this actually works like that. Honestly, no better person could have came to the rescue but my boy Kenpachi. It was right after he killed this girl's squad captain too, so he just had to tell her straight up. But to be honest, who does this kid think he is, bro? He really think he the main character. He made a whole stage so they could fight on. This is low-key bad. Kenpachi hit him with his sword, and he was mad confident that it wouldn't do any damage, because he was like, I imagined that it wouldn't do any damage. Of course that ain't work, bro. It's Kenpachi. He can cut through anything. What happened to this kid being one of the strongest Quincy's, bro? He's getting low, bro, by Kenpachi right now. Nah, bro, because why this animation low-key hard? I am the edge. Bro. But anyways, this kid got no idea what he just signed up for. But I'll give him credit where it's due, because he's low-key doing good against Kenpachi. One swing from Kenpachi's sword, and it breaks this whole cube. And this kid's just standing there, hasn't taken his hands out of his pockets since the fight started. And this moment right here proves my point of why I said this kid looks like a school shooter. This man pulls out a blicky, and not just one, he pulls out dang near 50 of them and just starts lighting up Kenpachi. This must have went to the armory before this, because he also got a missile. And after all that, Kenpachi is unfazed, and he's the one that's doing the actual damage. It's looking like the Toji versus Gojo fight, the way Kenpachi is cutting this man up. Then out of nowhere, this man uses Shadow Clone Jutsu. They really copying the Naruto verse for real, because they also spawned a meteor from the sky, boy. You are now Madara. But I'm not gonna lie, this comment's beautiful. It's looking like Sozen's comment right now. But of course, Kenpachi ain't even phased. He just goes full speed towards a meteor, and he's like, I never got to cut a meteor before. It's a crazy ass nigga. And he actually cuts it in half. I'm done. Who do you know other than Saitama himself breaking open meteors? The dinosaurs couldn't even stop a meteor, and we got a human being cutting it in half with a sword. And look how big bro's sword just got. Well, after a lot of scrapping, he finally goes for the final blow, and then Kenpachi just slices this man up. Like, it's low-key tragic how he did this, man. And it turns out this dude's pretty much just a brain, and the body that he's in is just his imagination. So bro is nearly getting cooked by an internal organ. One ways, it's post-dub, and Kenpachi is just walking around, and out of nowhere, this man cannot catch a break. He's getting jumped already. It hasn't even been a minute since he stopped fighting, and he's already back to fighting. This man's about to die, bro. And then we got this girl right here just chomping his heads off. Well, anyways, they get to scrapping, and Kenpachi is absolutely getting cooked. He just got done with the big battle, and he's getting into another one. There's no way he's making out of this alive. That's what we all thought. Then we got my boy Ichigo falling out of the sky, not taking fall damage. You already know it's about to go down, bro. He's got the whole Soul Society hyped up just by his mere presence. He came in and started cooking all these kids like it was nothing. And like always, he comes in with the drip. No one in this show is as drippy as Ichigo himself. And he's winning a 5v1 right now, not even trying. He was cooking them so bad they got mad and went into their special powers, and they still got cooked. Like, that's crazy. It's straight haymaker after haymaker in this fight, bro. But as much as I would like to go through this masterpiece, I don't really got time for all that. And I still got like 8 episodes to cover, bro. So like, I'm gonna just like skip past this, get to the good part, alright? Peace. Winners, you already know my boy Ichigo cooks them up. And then there's just mad niggas popping up, bro. Like, mad people trying to jump him. And then my boy Yacht appears. That's probably not how you say his name. I don't know how to say his German-ass name, bro. But anyways, apparently when Ichigo came through, it opened up like a pathway so they can get to the Soul King. And this is the first time Ichigo saw that Uryu betray him, so he was low-key surprised. And bro, you already know, Orihime always got to save Ichigo, bro. He always got to. Anyways, Uryu and them dip, and they're on their way to murk the Soul King. I wonder how that's gonna turn out. That's gonna be fire. Again, I really don't want to go over all these fights. Like, I've already seen this fight like 10 times. I don't want to watch it again. But you know what's even better than the fights? Yoriichi. I was low-key getting bored for a second, but she just made it 10 times better. I had to take a little trip to the bathroom in the middle of the show. If you know, you know. I'm gonna just give y'all a real fast summary of some of these fights. This weird pops up with a whole bunch of Iran cars, and they just start scrapping with the Quincy's. But why is this man so zesty? Like, his power is literally love. This is gay. Now, let me stop. Don't cancel me, YouTube. And bro, this just blew my mind. This girl, she has the power to like create zombies if they touch her blood, right? So one of these zombies of hers was one of the captains. My favorite captain, bro. They just had to do my boy like this. But he just starts going straight demon time. Murking niggas back and forth. And he murked Mr. Clean too. He's just catching bodies because he needs them, and then he slashes them in his face. This dude is dead. Then this zesty Iran card thinks he has a chance, and he gets murked too. And now it's captain versus captain. And this dude right here basically has him caught up in a genjutsu. So basically every time he kills him, he gets sent back to the past to the time before he kills him. And he kills him a few times, but he just keeps getting sent back to the past. I don't know how it works, but you know, he always be messing with drugs. And now Toshiro is paralyzed, and now he stabs him with this sword and then sticks another drug in this man. He's about to overdose. Long story short, Byakuya is fighting this one zesty dude. Why is there so many zesty people in this show? But then we got this dude again, and he's just carrying. He's carrying this entire fight. He's packing up every single Quincy. He stabs this girl, and then he gets his minions to jump this other dude. This is just outlandish.
Like, why would I lie? Put that nigga on track. Like, how did they be in his hat? Why would I dish you get?
But anyways, I really think it's about to go down because the Quincy just made their way to the royal palace. And they're already about to scrap with one of the royal guards. Bro, I kid you not, I'm getting goosebumps just watching this. But meanwhile, Ichigo and them are heading up to the royal palace as they fight. But I'm not gonna lie, these Quincy's are getting cooked by this royal guard. You know they ain't taking the fight serious when they making that face. Like, they have no care. But bro, you're telling me I get to see Orihime and Yoriichi at one time? Like, Yoriichi is just bad, and Orihime just got badonkadonks on her, bro. Like, why are they so big? These animators knew what they were doing the whole time. But it turns out the Quincy's got their own royal guards too. And they look cold, bro. And this dude right here is the coldest of them all. He snipes this girl right through her dome. She bleeding out all over the floor. And then he snipes the whole royal palace in half. But it turns out they was just putting another genjutsu. And this girl is still alive. I don't know how, bro. And then all the royal guards pulled up, and I started shivering. We got this fat right here. This other fat and apparently she trapped them in this cage so they can't get out. And we also got my second favorite, the dude with the bad haircut. You are not Elvis Presley, my boy. get a haircut. But then my all-time favorite, the creator of the Zanpakuto, starts murking kids as soon as he gets there. Made this kid start squirting a fountain of blood. But that's just body number 1. He gets body number 2. The dude that I thought was cold gets cut in just a second. Then he throws a sword right through this nigga's head. Then he cuts this dude up. He just clutched a 4v1. But then we got the Quincy leader. He somehow escapes the prison because, you know, this plot is crazy. Then he starts beefing with Ichibei, and he called him by his full name. And Ichibei don't like when people call him by his full name. And then these kids right here popped up, and oh my gosh. Yorichi has a sister? I mean, she looks a little young right now, but I might have to pre-order because she is bad. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there because I was about to say something crazy. Well, anyways, Ichibei slaps this man to Kingdom Come. And he's actually getting serious about this fight, so he starts cooking. But before we can see him start cooking, it turns out this Stern Rider is still alive. And he did something to my man's blood, so now he's super weak. Meanwhile, these two dudes fighting, and it's low-key crazy, but then he gets the upper hand and kills him. And I low-key thought it was over for my boy, but he just doesn't go down that easily. Then he cuts right through him and he is dead too. Right now the Quincy's are getting dogged by the Soul Reapers. Even the Quincy leader is getting dogged by Ichibei right now. His brush has the power to cut your strength in half to make you weaker. Like, he got my man's arms looking like spaghetti noodles. Now Ichibei hits him again, so his strength is deduced even more. But why'd they make bro black in this scene, bro? But he has one more ace up his sleeve. He uses his power to gather all the Quincy's power that he doesn't need, so it can go to all his royal guards and him, making them like 10 times stronger. And the Quincy's are heated, bro. They did not know there was finna be sacrifices for the king. But now all the Quincy's that they killed, they turn back to life 10 times stronger. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this predicament, but they're gonna have to fight with all their power. I don't know if the royal guards are gonna make it out of this one, I'm not gonna lie. But this dude gets 2 holes shot right through his body. This is absolutely crazy, bro. I thought he was supposed to be tough. So he shot again, and they tried to block it, but apparently his bullets go through everything. And I really thought bro was packed up, but this girl steals him and then recovers his injuries. I don't know how that works, but it's low-key crazy. I love her for that. But the royal guards are back in business, and they are low-key cooking. They even got this man running away. Like, it's crazy for her. Well, we go back to one of the peakest fights in the arc, and they just going band for band, having a whole roast session in the middle of the fight. But they finally start running the fate, and this man just grabs him by his neck. Now they just fighting. And now, apparently this dude kind of has a Bankai. He doesn't really call it a Bankai because he had this before Bankai was even created. This nigga old as heck, bro. Bro was born in like 10,000 BC, man. But anyways, his Bankai has the power to take away your entire name. So you're losing like almost all your power. But anyways, we got the cook fighting Casper the Ghost. I don't even know what this Quincy is. And when she's out of her fat form, she is fine. Hit me up, shawty. But all of a sudden, all the royal guards should start getting cooked. Every single one of them got murked. All except for my boy Ichibei, because he just built different. But then the Quincy leader tried stealing his power, and he succeeds. He got this looking like Santa Claus. But by the looks of it, the Soul Society is completely a goner. But this man gives a speech, a great halftime speech, and they all back in business. But in order to get back in business, they all had to kill themselves. What kind of tomfoolery is this? Nah, but imagine they all killed themselves for no reason and it didn't even work. That would be crazy. But they are low-key catching W's, bro. Every time I think it's done for them, they come back. And she pulls out the most beautiful Bankai I have ever seen. She is not playing around either, because she just starts cooking these niggas. Like, this isn't even fair. Even the Quincy leader started catching smoke. He thought he took his powers, but he was like, my power is black. All the black in the world is my power. So he pretty much has unlimited power. He just starts cooking the Quincy leader, turns him into ash. And then it ends on a cliffhanger. Anyways, y'all been asking for this video for so long, bro. And I finally finished. Freaking like 18-minute video, bro. This is the longest video I've ever made. So hit the subscribe button. And I'm going to keep making long videos like this if y'all want me to. And I'm going to try to post consistently. You feel me? But I love y'all. Get me to 800 subs. Peace.